Darryl Tookes, that's who I am. I'm also your former babysitter. Don't you forget a couple times.
Indeed, indeed.
Robin and Marcy singing little songs.
Yes, Darryl, when you were wearing an afro and my sister and I were in pigtails. So this is full circle. Precious Child. This is what's up with Robin Downs. Tell us what inspired you to do this album and more about this album.
Yeah, it's a way into both aspects of who Darryl Tookes is actually, because 18 years ago, Joe Beck, who has now passed away, Joe Beck, who won many, many Grammy Awards as a guitarist, jazz, just a genius of jazz, played with everybody from Antonio Carlos Jobim to Paul Simon, and everyone in between, James Brown. He was somebody special. Joe and I both became fathers again 19 years ago. He has twin boys, and I have a daughter who's 19. And during that time, he came to me and said, "Hey, Tookes, let's start doing some music we want to do." And it rapidly evolved into doing something that was representative of our strongest feelings at the time, which was the birth of the youngest Beck kid and the youngest Tookes kid. And the first song we recorded was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And it's musically a reflection of his tastes and my taste. So, with all due respect to the real fine community of children's artists out there, for Joe Beck and Darryl Tookes to do a children's project, and Brian McKenna says, "Listen, man, before you do anything else, you have to go back and revisit this tremendous project that you started with Joe Beck those many years ago." I've played these songs this is Brian talking, I played these songs for my 2-year-old daughter, and she loves them, and I love them. So, mission accomplished. Let's get the record out. And so, I've already seen the test market with little kids, and they love it. They run around. My brother has his first grandchild in our family, his little grandson. He loves it, but I want to make sure that on an evening after the parents have worked hard and done everything that we have to do to make it from day to day and raise our kids, I want to know that when they put the music on, not only are the kids enjoying it, and by the way, the record is sequenced very well to give you that pace, enough up music and enough kind of bring the little guys down and let them chill out. I want to know that the families, if they can have a little glass of wine, the couple at the end of the day, that they won't just feel like it's that goofy kiddie music that they've been hearing all day, and it kind of gives them a nice opportunity to, for want of a better term, chill out. In addition to that, though, Robin, the last few songs that I wrote for the project, in order to make a full CD, my manager said, "Listen, go deep. You've been a father now for a long time. Your oldest son is almost 30. You go deep, go deep into your feelings." And so there's a song on it called "I Love You Too Much," and it's pretty much how I feel about my sons. There's a song that I wrote also in the final batch of songs called Daddy's Girl, and it talks about your daughter's growing up. Life is so much about letting go, and of course, so that's pretty. It's rather poignant, but once again, it's hopefully uplifting. Well, I'm rather easy to find. DarrylTookes.com always has my itinerary. I do tour a lot, along with being an educator. The school year starts again in September. I'll be back at university, but so you can keep up with me that way. The record is called Precious Child, so there's a dedicated website for that. The label is McKenna Group Productions, so you can find us through that. Of course, all the traditional social media, Facebook, and I'll also begin to be more active on Twitter. I notice all these many years later, I'm still trying to get that same point across, that sense of caring for people, sharing love without inhibition, family, friends, romantic, spirituality. I'm not afraid to say it, God, wherever you are, to try to give a chance to maybe make the world a little bit of a better place because we passed through it. Clearly, if you look across the centuries, the world is getting to be a better place little by little. And I think it just takes artists to continue to struggle with our own situations and try to share what we have to perhaps make things better for people who experience what we share. So to have an opportunity to do that, to continue to do that, and to look forward to more and more projects is a great thing. So I consider myself very lucky. I'm not afraid to say it very fast. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you more. Thanks.
Child.